Welcome to Maroon Talk, the only segment dedicated for anything and everything UP Fighting Maroons. I'm Fame Moran, batch 2010 from UP Los Baños.
Enzo Regondola, batch 2010, UP Diliman. Wow! Parod nyo ba yun? Ano ba to? Finals ba to? Finals ba to?
Nung natapos yung game, parang mga 30 minutes ako hindi makagalaw. Nung umuwi, siyempre nasa office ako, hindi ako nakapanood sa MOA, nasa office ako nanood. Umuwi ako from BGC to Mandaluyong, wala akong pinakinggan na radyo, wala akong podcast or music na pinakinggan. Inisip ko lang kung ano yung nangyari sa game na yun kanina.
Oh. Ah. Paano nangyari yun? I mean, alam ko magaling yung team natin. Pero alam ko rin magaling yung team ng Lasal. Paano tayo nanalo ng 30? Di ko alam.
Since sa banggit na ni Enzo, final score was 97-67 in favor of the UP Fighting Maroons, taking game 1 of the UAP Season 86 finals.
Ay, nako. Ba natin sisimulan? Para sisimulan sa episode mo to.
Kanina ko pa iniisip paano tayo magsisimula.
Alam ko na kung paano. I-shoutout ko muna. Yung nakaupo sa harap namin. Nakaupo sa harap namin, after nung game, biglang humarap sa akin. Sabi, uy, Enzo, di ba? Pakilala siya sa akin. Shoutout sa'yo, Miss Philly.
Hello, Miss Philly.
Tinanong ko pa ulit yung pangalan niya para malinaw kasi medyo maingay nung una siya nagpakilala. So, hiningi ko ulit nung medyo tumahimik na yung crowd. Sabi ko, sige po, shoutout ko kayo sa episode namin na re-record namin mamaya. So, ito na, Miss Philly, thank you.
Hi,
sana hindi kayo nabingi sa pagsisigaw namin sa likod nyo. Yun po.
So, talagang
Salamat sa panonood ng Maroon Talk. Salamat sa pag-follow sa amin.
Salamat po.
Nakakataba po talaga ng puso.
After the game pa siya nagsabi talaga.
After the game. Ewan ko, siguro nakita niya yung t-shirt ko. Suot ko yung Maroon Talk na shirt natin dati.
Baka Maroon Talk baka, hindi ako sure baka lang.
Di ba? Hindi tayo sure eh. Siguro kasi tumali ko dyan nung after ng game. Nakita niya yung shirt ko. Siguro, yun. Pakilala siya sa akin. Yun. Tapos after ng game, pupunta ako CR. Meron na lang biglang nag-grab ng arm ko.
Uy.
Tapos sabi niya,
hold up ba yan?
Kala ko hold upin ako eh. Sabi sa akin, hindi episode na mamaya, episode na. Hindi ko na nakuha yung pangalan niya.
Shoutout po sa inyo. Thank you for...
Thank you. Nakakataba po ng puso.
Actually, yung yung last episode natin versus Ateneo, I think highest views na this season, no? Nasa 1.8 na siya. 1.8. Hindi siya as high as the others, but okay, sa atin mataas na yun, 1,800 views. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
By all means, you are amazing. Ito na sinasabi ni Lance. Si Lance pala dapat kasama ngayon, but hopefully makahabol siya since wala siya na internet. So kami ni Lance pareho wala sa game kanina. Si Enzo ang mabuting lalang na nakapanood live. So, congrats.
Kasi ito na yung last na mapanood kong finals game.
Kasi wala naman siya sa Sunday.
Wala ako sa Sunday. Out of town ako. So, Game 3? May Game 3 ba? Hindi natin alam.
See. Oy!
Game 3 kasi Wednesday. Araneta pa. Yun.
Wag naman sana. Okay, let's try to break this down the best we can. Actually, sige, in courtesy of Lance. May notes ako nung game, but mamaya na lang siguro. And hope, most likely na mako-cover ni Lance to. So, sinabi ni Lance here from his notes, kasi dinesignate ko siya to take over. I mean, run through some key significant stats na napansin niya through this game. For Harold Alarcon, he tied his season high in points. Mas efficient pa sa efficient. 6 of 9 from the field. 8 of 9 free throws.
Woo!
Kaya send ko pala sa'yo, so. Sana di siya pinagalitan sa isang mintis niya sa free throw.
Oo nga. Tama.
Grabe yun. Grabe yung kamay ni Harold kanina. And it carried over to the end of the game. Kasi it was evident, not only in Harold's eyes, but pretty much the whole team. They are aware that they haven't achieved anything yet.
Yung si Harold, ito yung sinasabi ko nung last game natin against Ateneo na yung nakuha natin yung looks pero hindi po pasok. Ito yung perfect example si Harold kasi yung tira niya kanina, ganon din yung mga tinitira niya nung Saturday against Ateneo. Kung mapapansin nyo, ganon yung mid-range jumpers niya, yung open threes na nakuha niya. Ngayon, na-shoot na yun. No Saturday, walang pumapasok sa mga ganon niya.
Yep.
Kahit yung mga hindi ata siya masyado naka-drive nung Saturday. Pero, yun yung point. Parang kaya low scoring yung game nung Saturday and sobrang high scoring ngayon. Kasi nga, pupasok yung mga tira natin ngayon. No Saturday, hindi. Pero, same parang shot profile nung team, shot profile nila Harold, nila CJ. Ganyan yun. So ngayon pumasok, ito yung effect. Nakita nyo ba?
Yep. Yes.
Yan yun.
Very good insight. Di nga, tingnan nyo, hindi pa rin naman pilit kay Harold yung shot. Not even Harold only. Lahat naman sila. Yun pa rin naman yun eh. Ngayon lang, ayun nga, sumushoot lang ngayon talaga. Now, on Malik, Francis, and Aldous. Malik, Diouf, Francis Lopez, and Aldous Torculas. Double-digit rebounds. Much needed given matchup KQ and Mike Phillips.
Oo nga, no?
Malik had 15 rebounds. Aldous had 10 rebounds. Aldous Torculas had 10 rebounds. Francis Lopez had 11 boards. Total rebounds ng UP ay 55. So, ilan yun sa kanila? Probably half. More than half. Sa kanila nang galing.
More than half. Oh.
Lasal only had 45 rebounds. We had 17 offensive. Lasal only had 10.
Mm-hmm.
One key factor I saw here was our offensive rebounding. Meaning, hindi mo box out Lasal. So we got more opportunities to score. So that hurt them. Together with their turnovers. Kung titignan nyo, Lasal finished with 18 turnovers. Isipin mo, okay lang, di ba? Normal college game.
Parang, oo.
Pero, yung UP,
ilan yung sa UP?
7 turnovers.
7 turnovers, man.
Ngayon lang tayo nakita nito. Since season 80, siguro sabihin natin, since the existence of Maruntok. Wala,
parang single digit, no?
parang walang less than 10 na naging
Wala.
total turnovers in a game.
Parang, may naalala ko siguro, pinakamababa, mga 11 o 12.
Ganon,
Yun yung,
probably Coach
alam ko
Boone
meron
yun.
tayong game na ganun, si Coach Bo. 7 turnovers in a game. Ito pa maganda dyan, nung halftime, 4 turnovers yung team. So, no second half, nakatatlo lang tayong turnovers.
Yes.
And nung second half tayo talagang nag-pull away.
Yes.
Isipin nyo yun. Kung gano'ng kalaking factor talaga yung taking care of the ball, securing the ball, getting more opportunities for the team. And
getting good shots,
di ba? Importante talaga yun.
Isa pang dito. If you're talking about turnovers, let's talk about the assists. Finish with 15 assists. Kung isipin natin ulit, okay, normal. Baka nga mababa pa for this high scoring of a game. Pero a 15-7 assist to turnover ratio, gaano
in
kalupit
college,
yun?
Ganda nun.
Gaano kalupit yun? That's a positive 8 if you're gonna think about it. Again, kumbaga, if yung NU game, last game of the elimination, again, epitomizes Maroon Talk. This game, if there is such a word, re-epitomizes Maroon Talk.
Parang inano pa nga niya eh. Hinigitan pa nga niya yun eh.
Mismo, yeah. Oh,
di ba?
Mismo. But again, this is just one game. Take it out from that context. Job's not done. Okay. We're gonna keep on saying that until the episode ends. Talking about Lance's next point. KQ, Kevin Cambao, the MVP, held to 11 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Again, kung isipin mo, not bad.
Oo nga. Yun nga sabihin ko.
Not bad of a game.
Good numbers.
Okay, so ikaw magano nito. Interpret.
Maganda yung numbers na yan. I mean, on its face value, di ba? 11, 6, and 3 in 31 minutes. It's not bad. Pero kasi, alam mo yung capability ni Kiambao.
Mm-hmm.
Alam mo na hindi lang ganyan yung kaya niyang ibigay eh.
Yep.
Throughout the season, di ba? Nakailang triple-double siya. Nakadalawa ata in 14 games nung eliminations, nakadalawang triple-double siya. Alam mong kaya niyang he can hurt you from inside, from outside. Kasi para siyang may pagka Carl Tamayo yan na malaki tas mabilis. So kaya niyang kung sino mang bantay sa kanya, kaya niyang mag 3 points. Okay, cover mo yung 3 points niya, kaya niyang lagpasan yung defender niya, mag-drive, attack the basket, draw the foul or something. Kaya niyang gawin yung lahat. So, kaya niya mag-3, kaya niya mag-mid-range, kaya niya pumoste. For him to only score 11 points, 4 of 10 shooting, 1 of 4 from 3 points, it's not the typical Kevin Cambao game na i-expect mo. Siguro, po-point out ko dyan na si Phillips naka 19 points. And kung papanoorin yung game, parang kay Phillips talaga dumaan yung sa kanya nag-run through yung offense ng Lasal. Na tingin ko hindi yun sadya ng Lasal. Tingin ko effect yan ng defense ng UP. Ewan ko kung ako lang ba na nakapansin na halos hindi dinoble team ng UP si Phillips.
Mm-hmm.
Pagkatanggap niya ng bola sa post. Kung si Malik ang babantay, sige, kaya ni Malik yan. Kung nakabantay sa kanya si Aldous na medyo overpowered siya ng konti ni Phillips. Single coverage pa rin.
Oo.
Kung sino man, si Luis or Sean. Si Francis, si Sean. Kung sino man, hindi sila nag-double team.
Kay Phillips.
And I think kay Phillips, and I think by design yun ni Coach Gold kasi kung do-double team ka sa kanya, di siyempre, obviously may ma-open na isa. Yun yung strength ng offense ng Lasal na marami silang outside shooters. Marami silang scoring threats from outside na kung do-double team mo si Phillips, syempre makikick out na yun. Magsiswing yung bola. Eventually, would find an open shooter. Sino? Mark Nonoy or Evan Nelly or sila Austria.
Kiambao.
Si Kiambao, hindi. Sige, si Kiambao. Pero malamang i-cover mo si Kiambao eh. Yep. Basta marami silang shooters, marami silang weapons. Hindi nila na-utilize yun today. They allowed Phillips to dominate the game from inside. Okay lang, naka 19 points siya. Pero siya lang gumawa. Di ba? Shutdown si Kiambao. Si Nelly nakagawa pero hindi masyado rin.
Yeah.
Si Phillips lang talaga. So, yun yung I guess yung strategy ng UP ngayon na sige, tatanggapin natin kung maka 30 points man si Phillips, okay lang. Basta siya lang yung gagawa.
Talking about Kevin Kiambao. Ito yung napansin ko. So, but aside from this, let me know kung sino pa yung ibang na task kay KQ. It was Ryland Torres mainly guarding Kevin Kiambao. Let's attribute that production we can say limited production ni Kiambao to a Ryland Torres. Now, after Ryland, hindi ako sure kung sino yung babantay pag nasab si Ryland. Si Harold Alarcon.
Si Harold.
While
merong isang sequence doon na yung basta na loose ball si KQ, dumive siya sa sahig. All because sobrang ganda nung depensa ni Harold. Hindi ko makakalimutan yun. Ano ba yun? Third quarter ata yun eh.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos hindi ko maalala kung nakuha nila yung bola, pero yun yung parang perfect example ng defense na ginamit nila against KQ. Talagang yun yung kayo sabihin metaphor ng game ni KQ na hindi siya nakaporma eh. Hindi siya nakaporma talaga sa usual contributions niya, sa usual na ginagawa niya. Kasi nga maganda yung strategy against him. I guess kasi dating pupil yan ni Coach Gold. So, kilala niya. Alam niya yung, I guess, strengths and weaknesses nila. So, ginamit niya yun to their advantage.
Oh, yeah. Kung iniisip ko anong klaseng rotation yung ginawa ni Coach Gold sa depensa. Pero parang hindi tayo nag-zone. It was some sort of a triangle. Hindi ko alam. But parang may napansin akong talawang guards or what na nagro-rotate throughout the position. But let's discuss that in another episode. But yun. Again, it worked. It worked for us. And it even worked even more nung second half. But talking about the early game, or sige, tapusin natin mo itong kay Lance muna. Points of turnovers, UP 24, Lasal at 2. At the half, it was 17 for UP, 2 for DLSU. And from there, wala naman nagawa yung Lasal from the second half the third quarter onwards. Kaya, they were turning the ball over early on, nung first quarter, second quarter. Madami nun. And with that, we were actually converting on those turnovers. Malik as well was dominating the boards early. First quarter, second, kung saan ang bilis ng laro. The pace. May tanong ako, Zo, let me know. Yung una bang half na mabilis yung pace ng laro, tingin mo ba sumabay tayo sa laro ng Lasal during that phase?
parang kasi hindi ko naman nakikitang ganun kabilis maglaro yung UP previously. Meron ka, 'di ba? Wala akong ma-recall na game na ganun ka up and down, ganun kabilis. So, sumabay tayo sa Lasal. Kinabahan ako nun kasi parang doon ko nakita yung merong time nung first quarter. Lamang tayo 7-2. Tapos in mga 1 minute or a little over a minute, pagtingin ko sa score, 11-8, lamang na sila. Lamang na yung Lasal. Ganun kasi yung offense talaga nila. Ewan ko napapansin yun, pero pagka nag-click sila, magki-click lahat. Tapos, magkakaroon sila ng mga ganong runs na makakascore sila 15 points in like 2 minutes o 3 minutes.
Tama. Yes.
Kinabahan ako na baka tumuloy-tuloy yun. Pero, one key thing na naging effect ng depensa natin, kaya maganda yung depensa talaga natin. Nung first quarter lang siya nangyari. Wala na akong maalalang moment nung second, third, fourth quarter na nagkaroon yung Lasal ng ganong run na yun, ginagamit kasi nila yun parang throughout the season to get their wins eh.
Yeah.
At least sa games na napanood ko, yung mga short spurts na ganon na sobrang talagang when it rains, it pours para sa kanila. Hindi yun nangyari tonight. So, na-contain natin sila. So, naka 67 lang sila. I mean, medyo mataas din 67 pero with the way the game went, labang tayong 30 eh. So, alam mo yun.
Again,
defense, guys.
Yes.
Defense.
As we have been mentioning, at least most, the past 2 games. Oy, may sasali The past 2 games, it was defense that brought us to these types of wins. Oy! Oy, 1H Belgira Lance Joshua.
Oy.
Hello po.
Taga Black H.
Sorry, I'm late.
Sakto. You're talking about defense.
Mm-hmm.
Inya. Again, sige, nabanggit na ni Enzo. Let's talk about the quarter scoring. 28-24 after the first quarter for UP. Second quarter, 25. Then we held them to 17. Third quarter, 20-24 for UP, 14 for Lasal. Fourth, 20 for UP, 12 for Lasal. Again, if we observe this trend or get to execute this type of trend defensively, not even looking at the offense, just kung ilang points lang yung ma-allow natin sa kalaban natin. Less than 20, better is good. Less than 15 is better. Actually, yeah, better. So, and it happened. Again, talking about our loss against Lasal nung second round, that was, again, a key factor nung paano sila nanalo. We're able to give them so much points. And now, this was the result. Lance, talk about that shutdown on KQ. What did you notice?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, if I could point out stats ni KQ for this game, it's 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And if you look at, kung di mo titingnan yung pangalan, 11.6 rebounds, 3 assists, you'd think na parang yan third best player ng UP yan Tapos pagtingin mo sa pangalan, uy, MVP frontrunner to Diba?
Yup.
And yeah, that was just we all know KQ is a really good team player. He's a system player. He knows where everybody is, and it was obvious. The stats he finished with is pretty much a testament to how good our team defense today was. Na aside from shutting down KQ himself, shout out kila Harold, kila
Rayland.
Killer Rayland, yeah. We played great defense on KQ individually, and at the same time, we limited the chances for KQ to create as well. As you can see, 3 assists lang. That was huge, very huge. Na ano. Normally kasi when you're guarding a player like KQ, pipili ka lang. Let him create lang, or let him create for others lang, or let him create for himself lang. This game we were able to do both, and we can all attribute that to team defense as a whole. Our defense as a whole.
Yes.
And yeah, from the start pa lang, kahit nga last season pa, our identity was pretty much starts at the defensive end. And if you point out din yung quarter scoring, kita mo naman that our defense really won us this game today. And bonus na lang din na our shots were falling, which resulted into a really huge lead towards the end. So yeah.
Okay. Actually, more or less, pareho yung sinabi ni Enzo, which is aligned again. But ito, tatanong ko din sa'yo, Lance, yung tinanong ko kay Enzo kanina. At the first half, if you noticed, ang question ko is, sumabay ba tayo sa laro ng Lasal? More on the first quarter. Yung sobrang bilis ng game. Yung sobrang fast-paced ng game. I'm sure
honestly, for me, well, both teams for me, they're really good at running at the running game. Na we're at our deadliest. Both teams are at their deadliest kapag if you allow UP or LaSalle to just run the fast break. If you don't set up your defense agad-agad, UP or LaSalle is gonna kill you. And you saw it sa first half na both teams were able to play their running game well, and I wouldn't say that it was us keeping up with them more. It was 50-50 no start, especially in the first quarter, 28-24. It was an even game until towards, I believe that nag-start lang tayo mag-pull off mag-pull away nung second half, nung patapos na yung second quarter.
Oh, yeah, gets.
Yeah.
But then again, tama yung sinabi ni Enzo kanina. We play fast, but we don't play that fast of a pace. So, in a way, I agree with Enzo na tama. Yeah, in a way, we did go with their right tempo, if that's the correct term. Kasi, looking at second, third, and fourth quarters, well, siguro more on the third and fourth. Wherein, kung kailan medyo, hindi naman sa pumreno, but we kind of controlled our tempo or rhythm, dun tayo mas nag-execute. So in a way, yeah, it was weird actually seeing them going that fast, like 100 miles an hour. But good thing there was that shots were falling, unlike early in the Ateneo game. So that was the difference. So now, ano ba? Itong isa pang sinabi ni Lance. Okay, talking about the pace. Fast break points, 18-14 at the half. I'm supposing this is UP, 18.
Yeah, 18.
Total 22-16. So 2 points lang sa Lasal at the end in terms of fast break points. To add to that, sabi ni Lance here, we held Lasal to 8% from the 3-point line. We can all agree that this is low, and they also have great shooters in their team. Kaya
yun talaga.
Yun ang ano.
Yun talaga yung yung pinaka-concern ko sa Lasal. Ang dami nilang shooters. Kahit contested pa yung mga 3-pointers nila, pumapasok. So, ngayon, 8%. Man, I'd take that any day of the week.
Hindi ko lang kung nabanggit mo na kanina to, Zo, pero talking about that 8%, they were 2 of 23 from the 3-point land.
Oof. Masarap.
Si Escandor tsaka si KQ. Kung di ko nagkakamali. Tapos, UP was 9 of 33. 2 from Francis. 1 from Harold. 2 from Maymay. 1 from Aldous. 1 from CJ. 1 from Mark Belmonte. one from Terence Fortea, and that's it.
May isa pang 3-pointer doon na si CJ ba yun? Yung stepping
Okay.
nung review. Sayang.
Oh.
So 10, dapat naka 10 3-pointer sana tayo.
Yes. 100 sana, no? Ayun, tama ba? Hindi, 98. 98.
Plus 1 point lang.
Okay, ang dami kong stats pero sabog-sabog. So, I guess, nabanggit ko naman yung rebounds already. Offensive rebounds. More on turnovers talaga ng Lasal. Now, let's give it up. Okay, sige, before we give it up to our players, one thing I noticed as well, Lasal, nagpipick up sila ng mataas. So, kahit yung pick and roll natin, at least in the first half, medyo na-check. So, they were hedging on the pick and rolls. And in a way, disrupt yung rhythm natin doon. But in the end, you're able to make nagawa ng paraan and nakita naman sa scoring di ba? So hindi tayo na masyado na apektuhan dun sa type of defense na nilaro nila, which is pretty much mostly zone. So tingnan natin kung magpalit sila into man or something else come game 2. Pero yeah, if the testament of 30 points does not seem evident for them, hindi ko alam kung, dapat magbago sila ng whatever. And at that, 29 points ang score ng UP sa first quarter, which is, I think, even higher than yung halftime score natin nung Ateneo. Hindi ko lang maalala, pero probably.
Parang, ano ba tayo nun? 27 yata tayo nun.
At hindi, 22. 25-22 hindi nagkakamali. Lamang pa Ateneo nun sa halftime. So, di ba? Hindi tayo sanay na nagulat tayo, kumbaga, na sa ganung karaming shoot in so little time.
I just wanted to add lang din na bago tayo makalayo sa we were just talking about defense pala. Nakita ko lang din to sa tweet ni Pong Dupanes kanina while looking for the stats. If may one quarter tayo na hindi tayo nakascore at all, panalo pa rin tayo. And we all know na basketball is a game na if I score more points than you, I win. Pero yun lang naman yun Remove one quarter of scoring. Pili ka kahit ilang quarter dyan. Remove one quarter of scoring, panalo pa rin tayo. Yun yung defense natin today. We really held LaSalle, an offensive powerhouse at that. We held LaSalle to pretty much a very quiet offense tonight. And we're definitely gonna need that defensive punch to close it out sa game 2 on Sunday.
I'll be even reiterating this. And what's good here is that to the boys, if you guys are watching this, don't, because we already know na yung mindset nyo is the job isn't done yet. So we're just talking about this for fun, for the fans, but we all know na you guys are locked in and But if you're watching, thanks. Pero makinig nila kayo, Coach Gold. Mas importante yung sinasabi sa inyo. Okay. Again, yeah, I think we're done with the stats topics. Let's talk about Mr. Aldous Torcolas, my friends. Siguro, second game na to, kung hindi nagkakamali, second game na to na hindi siya nag-start. It was straight to Francis Lopez at the 4 spot.
Mm-hmm.
So, inisip ko, oops, ano ba to? Medyo go time na ba si Coach Gold na Francis agad yung papasok? Si Aldous, muna? Baka, hindi ko alam kung papasok si Aldous But, again, he was just ready. And he contributed big. Kumbaga, siya yung naging Francis dun sa role ni Francis throughout the season coming off the bench. Amazing. Aldous finished with 9 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 block. That form of Aldous ever since I don't even know what game. Sa tuloy-tuloy lang siyang steady contribution off the bench, whether it be starting or off the bench. We are proud of what Aldous has become. Kayo, I mean, ngayon ka lang ba nakita ng putback dunk na ganun?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, yung tawag dito, that put back dunk pa lang, that just shows you the energy that Aldous plays with. Na kahit ilang talon gawin niya buong game, after ng game, gusto niya pa rin tumalon. and to aside from that, like to add to your point na parang nagpalit ng role recently si Francis and Aldous. That just shows you then how good our team is individually, na nagpalit nga sila ng role, pero kung tingnan mo yung stats, ganun din.
Yes.
Both contributing the same whether they come off the bench or not. And that's just great. And add mo pa yung energy that Aldous gives on offense, especially on defense, na he really provides that spark off the bench na it's very important in a game 40 minutes long, na once pagod na yung starters mo, normally when you put in the bench, you expect cold legs, pero Aldous, you never see cold legs with Aldous, na laging pag sinabi na siya ni Coach Gold pumasok, ready na siya.
Parang walang umupo no? Francis, Aldous, yung pwede yung meme na Spider-Man na tatlo sila na nagtuturoan.
Gaganan.
As we were saying, okay, that's it for Aldous. Actually, sorry pala, Malik, kasi hindi yata natin siya na-shoutout last episode. Kung di rin kakamali natin. Na-shoutout ba natin siya? Parang
Malik.
na-miss natin si Malik as the PO.
Baka na-miss ka. Parang
no. Now, Malik finished with 9 points, 15 rebounds, 1 of each. We felt, again, ito na naman yung tiki-tackles na nabibigay kay Malik kapag UAP Finals, whether it be against LaSalle or Ateneo, yun ang nangyayari. So, but then again, other players stepped up. Buti malalim yung team natin. But, it was the rebounding of Malik Diouf gave us a lot of chances today. Gave us a lot of possessions, gave us control on the game. That's why we will miss Malik once he leaves. So those are shoes to fill once he leaves, no? So kung na-take for granted natin si Malik, just as how we did last episode, sure ako mararamdaman natin yan in season 87. So thank you, Malik, for your contributions. I mean, we wouldn't be where we are without you. Para namang nagpapaalam na ako, no? But then again, yun, sinasabi ko lang na ganun yung level ng contribution ni Malik Diouf sa atin. And super grateful to have him on this. Dahil dyan, kapag wala si Malik sa floor, I wanna give it up to Luis Pablo and Sean Alter.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
Man, oh man. Our rookies. Zoe, ikaw yun nandun eh. Mas nakita mo siguro kung paano yung bugbugan sa loob with Mike Phillips. Kwento mo naman sa amin.
Talagang na-excite ako sa next game and sa next season. Nandun ba si Phillips next season? Hindi ko sure. Pero sana nandun pa siya kasi exciting yung namumuong rivalry between Luis Pablo and Mike Phillips. Parang talagang nagkakainitan sila kanina. Akala ko mag-aaway sila eh. Nung unsportsmanlike pa ni Phillips si Luis nung second half. Yung nasiko niya.
Yes.
Nakita niyo ba yun? Nasiko niya, di ba? Kala ko, lalaki pa yun eh. Pero, well, hindi naman na nasundan kasi ang laki na nun lamang natin by that time. So, pero yun, it makes you think, paano kung mas dikit yung laban kung lamang lang tayo ng less than 10 points siguro? Ano kaya mangyayari sa emotions ng dalawang yun? Pero great job standing his ground kay Luis. Rookie against Phillips na medyo veteran status na sa Lasal. Tapos bugbugan. Pwede mo sabihin may extracurricular activity na nangyayari na siguro hindi nakikita masyado sa TV pero yeah, exciting. Sana lang si Phillips hindi masyado uma-acting sa mga bangga sa kanya.
Yep.
Nung hinalikan niya yung balikat ni Malik tapos tinawagan si Malik ng unsportsmanlike.
I mean,
Ako humalik eh.
Hindi ko nga nakita ko ba yun? Hindi ko nga nakita yun na ano eh.
Yeah. Parang ano eh. Ay, nakita ko yung like in real time pero hindi na kasi nagpapakita ng replay sa big screen tsaka sa TV.
Yeah.
Pero,
Kasi ni-replay. Pag-rebound ni Malik, umikot siya, tumama yung balikat eh. Parang hindi naman siya, hindi siya ganun ka,
Alala ko na.
Kalakas. Yep. Na parang babagsak ka.
Actually nga.
Gaganon ka.
Yep.
Actually nga gets ko yung gets ko, like, naniniwala kung hindi siya ganun kalakas kasi sa TV, sa stream naman, sa live stream naman, nakita ko yung nung nakahiga si Mike. Tapos bubuhatin sana siya ng kakampi kasi gusto niya na daw tumayo. So ito, di ko nakita kung sino, pero parang may isa siyang teammate na tinulak ulit siya pababa. Parang sinasabi, teka lang, higa ka muna.
Hindi ko napansin yun.
Kasi na-focus siya sa stream eh, kaya nakita ko yun eh.
Yeah, napansin ko yun. Hindi ko alam kung ba naging... Hindi ko nga nakita kung bakit foul yun eh. Wala namang tumamang siko or what. But then again, look, surprisingly, Luis Pablo only finished with 2 fouls. Tama ba? Oo, di ba?
Fouls.
2.
Yup. 2 fouls lang.
2 fouls lang.
So, credits to Pabs for holding the fort. Also to Sean. Yung bugbugan sa ilalim was not for the faint-hearted. Also finished with 2 fouls. I mean, yung ganong klaseng pamalit to guard something like that, we have that luxury, we have that potential. Tapos naskoran pa nga ni Luis C. Phillips eh. Diba? So, lamang na lamang tayo against him. Hindi ko alam bakit nagyayabang pa siya, itambak na silang 30 points, 20 plus at that. I don't get where he's going. So I mean, he's a top scorer, but yeah, anyway, yun. Siguro, yeah, that's that for the game itself. What should we expect come game 2?
Yambaw. Tingin ko ang adjustment ng Lasal, they would find a way, I'm sure, na ma-involve pa si KQ sa offense nila. Hindi ko alam paano. Siguro, pwede siyang gawing primary ball handler. Kung if it takes that much, di ba? Para mapunta sa kanya yung bola. Siya yung magbaba ng bola. Siya yung mag-play make.
Switch. Get their
So, switch na lang. Try to draw a favorable matchup. Yun talaga eh. Tingin ko siya talaga yung kailangang maging focal point ng offense ng Lasal. Otherwise, hindi sila mananalo hindi nakakayanin next game kung hindi si KQ yung main guy nila. I mean, Phillips is okay, pero it's not built that way. Alam mo yun? Kailangan si Kiambao yung nila, talaga, yung number 1 option nila. Whether he scores or creates for others, Yeah, he has to be the guy through whom the offense runs. Yun. So yun yung that's the adjustment I expect Lasal to make. How exactly, who knows? I don't know. Pero yun yung naisip ko, make him the primary ball handler.
Pero sila yung ano di ba? Sila talaga yung dapat mag-adjust. Kasi ba't tayo mag-adjust kung ganun yung panalo natin? So, again, if we're talking about adjustments, it's probably them. And actually, with this result, probably medyo drastic yung nilang changes for them to get game 2. So, again, we're lucky that we're not in Coach Topic's Robinson's shoes. Even Coach Gold, but with the genius of Coach Gold, won't be surprised if we get game 2 right away. Lance, how about you? What can we expect from game 2?
Well, in my unprofessional opinion, what I'd suggest kay Lasal would be, I mean, ang yung naging problema kasi today, hindi nila na-maintain how they were playing in the first quarter. Because that first quarter was both teams exchanging haymakers. Hanggang sa, tas parang tayo nag-maintain tayo. We kept it, we even had even better moments, better spurts throughout the game. Pero yung Lasal, kung pansinin mo, pababa na pababa. First quarter was a masterclass. Fourth quarters, wala na. And that's not the Lasal na that went on a winning streak this second round. That's not them. And that's gonna be important for them, staying consistent all game. And yeah, they did their job sa first quarter na they came out swinging, offensively and defensively. Pero yun nga, they weren't able to keep it. They weren't able to maintain it. They weren't able to stay consistent until the end, as compared to us. Now we were able to do that. And sa UPN naman, well, gotta prepare for whatever Coach Topics has under his sleeve. Na, yun nga, as Zoe said, na very drastic yung magiging adjustment nito if ever, given na we pretty much decimated Lasal tonight. So there are gonna be huge adjustments, and you might expect to see something na hindi nila pinakita this game. Pero yeah, you never know. And yeah, the boys just gotta stay ready right now. And as we've been saying, kahit nung against Ateneo pa lang, job's not finished. So yeah.
I'm either magiging pareho or ano ba? Hirap sabihin. Posible maging same. If ever. Kasi parang ngayon wala nang time for experimentation eh. 'Di ba? So if they do try to adjust, wala silang gauge kung paano siya mag-work. So it's either parang make or break, I would say. We can say it's just one game. We got one. It's one win. It's one game. It's one game in the series. One game won. But if you think about it, yung ganitong klaseng resulta, kasi again, if you think about it, yung game 1, wala si Malik ba? Wala si Malik and someone else. Tapos round 2, wala si Maymay. Wala si Nelly. Wala si Nelly nung simula. Nung
round 1, wala si Nelly nung round. Tapos round 2, wala si Maymay and Bam.
Yun. Kasi yun, kumpleto lahat. So, kumbaga, dapat ito yung perfect gauge of how the teams match. But apparently, I'm still saying it couldn't be the gauge kasi the result showed otherwise. So, if that's the case, logically speaking, kung yun na yun, and if ever they do something drastic on Sunday, that would work. Feeling it won't be enough still na matalo yung game plan ni Coach Goat. ako lang yun. Feeling ko lang yun. Kasi looking at the matchups kanina, how we played the defense, what the game plan was, how we limited them to points. Parang hirap mag-come up ng something to beat that in 3 days. But then again, ako lang yun. Could be possible, could be correct, I could be wrong. Again, bilog ang bola. They can win. They can beat us like this as well. But I don't know how that's gonna happen given this result. So, yun yung nagiging constant factor sa akin eh. Yung performance natin, at least yung game plan natin for this game. Yun yung nagiging constant factor sa akin. Yung variable is yung game plan ng Lasal. So, if that makes sense, let me know. What?
Yung ano din, I think for UP naman, yung defense talaga yung yun nga, sinasabi natin, yung defense talaga yung bumubuhat sa atin eh. Back-to-back games yan na maganda yung depensa natin. Pero yung offense, opposite ends of the spectrum, di ba? So, pero pareho panalo, parehong convincing yung panalo natin kahit na pangit ng offense natin nung against Ateneo. Pero ngayon ang ganda. For the next game, yun, kaya mas madali talagang i-implement yung defense kasi wala kang sinushoot na bola dun eh. Yung offense can come and go. Medyo, pwede ko sabihin, medyo swerte rin tayo sa offense tonight. So, expect siguro on Sunday a lower scoring output for us. Pero, the defense will remain. So, pwede mo rin i-expect na yung scoring ng Lasal ganyan din, if not lower, on Sunday.
If
enough
higher,
to still get the win. Na, hindi tayo makascore ng 97, pero baka makascore tayo ng 75. Pero sila, 60, di ba? Yung ganun.
yes.
Ano pa rin eh, defense pa rin talaga. Yun talaga yung bubuhat sa atin. Yung offense natin, you can't expect Harold to shoot 6 of 9 again. Ba, parang, I mean, if he does, sige, go ahead, yes, by all means. Pero, realistically, magre-regress yan to the mean. Merong ibang would have a hot hand. Siguro Malik will have better production. Siguro Francis will shoot better. Maymay will shoot better. Hindi natin alam kung sino. Pero, yeah. Defense.
And again, this is speaking ceteris paribus. Hindi natin ina-account pa yung mga masamang tawag, aka yung mga itatawag kay Malik na out of nowhere. Yung mga itatawag kay sino bang matakaw. So, basta sa bigs, mostly sa bigs eh. Yung nagiging questionable yung tawag. So, if constant yung if all else remains constant, that could be the result we could be expecting on game 2. Then again, this is just us. This is just us winning game 1. We haven't achieved anything yet. Sama natin sa dini natin. Tayo as fans, I mean, kasama naman tayo dito talaga eh. We have the championship is still in the other side of Katipunan, so there's nothing to celebrate still. Yes, we got an impressive win, but again, that doesn't give us a championship yet. And actually, it's nice to see people embracing the job's not done mindset. Sa Twitter, we've been seeing that. So that's very nice. Hopefully, the others rub off on it as well and not celebrate too early. Kaya, guys, kapit lang tayo hanggang makuha natin yung pinapangarap natin. See you guys on Sunday. We need everyone more than ever. Maliban kay Enzo, kaya lang Na-announce na niya ngayon pa lang. Okay. But then again, nandun siya on a Wednesday sa MOBA, cheering his heart out.
Sa,
So,
sabi ko nga kay Ate Casey, baka hindi na ako manonood ng close out game natin kasi baka malas kami pag nanonood kaming close out game eh. So, season 84,
wala ka rin
hindi ka manonood.
Oo nga.
Nasa shakies kami nun. Pero nag-champion tayo.
Yep.
Season 85, nanood kami ng game, natalo tayo. So, di ba? Hindi na kami manonood sa Sunday kahit na mapaaga yung flight namin or something. Layo din yun Araneta. So, kung mag-game 3 man, baka hindi na rin kami manood. Kasi baka yun yung baka yun yung kailangan natin para mag-champion eh. Okay lang, di ba? Take one for the team tayo, di ba?
Tingnan natin. Lance, anything from you before we go?
Yeah. Sinabi na rin ni Zo na but then, like, us winning is all gonna boil down to how we defend Lasal. Lasal who's full of offensively capable, very capable players on offense. So it's all about like, much as I've been saying the whole season na kaya tayo nanalo kasi mas marami tayong points kaysa sa kalaban natin. Against Lasal, what's gonna be more important is we make sure they score less than we do.
Yep.
If you guys get my drift, we're all about I want to score more than you, but right now we're gonna have to focus on making sure they don't score more than us.
Yes.
And gonna boil down on defense, and at the end of the day, defense wins championships. So
Yun na
yes,
lang
sir,
siguro. The best forecast we can provide is if matuloy ulit itong scoring na to on Lasal's end, if we hold them down to 20 or less in all quarters, possible we can win game 2. Safe
Yes,
na ba yun? Safe assumption na siguro, no? Tama, less than 20. Kahit
Yes, sir.
less than 20.
Yes, sir.
More or less. Less. Again, if we go 15, sure. Mas sure. But 20 is, again, 15, hold him down to 15. Probably 80, 90%, you get game 2. Hold them down 20 below. Mga 60 siguro. 50, 60. Yan, para medyo safe. Again, it's just, I'm basing that off our last 2 games. And it's been working. And that's actually been the mindset of management, the coaches actually. So, and they do it. I mean, sila nang bahala paano ma-implement yung game plan na yun. We have no idea how they do it. And we're thankful for that. Okay. See you guys on Sunday, everyone. Let's finish it in game 2. UP fight, everything.
Yep. Finish the job. UP fight.
Thanks, boys.
Let's go.
Kita-kits.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.